Well, hello and welcome. I know, this seems a bit odd, me posting to social media, let alone doing a video on top of that. But life is full of twists and turns, and believe me, my life isn't exempt from them. They say when you have a life-changing experience, you're never the same. And that couldn't be truer than it is right now for me. What I'm about to tell you may come as a surprise for those of you who know me, but it's something I've always thought about all these years. This story begins some 33 years ago, when I was just embarking on my journey as an adult and during my first years of college. As an 18-year-old, we dream of possibilities, and nothing seems impossible with the right amount of determination and tenacity. While attending my first year at college, I met someone who introduced me to an opportunity that could not only make a difference and help others, but also secure my financial needs to cover my expenses while in school. My interest was piqued, so I inquired, went through the process, and in about a year was changing lives and financing my education. I continued this endeavor for a year and a half. Fast forward to July 20th of this year. I received a letter addressed to me in an envelope from an address that I was unfamiliar with. I opened the letter after returning from a trip and sat down to read it. When I first opened the letter, I thought it was a hoax, some scheme to get me to sponsor mail-order brides from Eastern Europe, because this particular letter had pictures of these two girls on them. So I began to read the letter, and before I could finish the second paragraph, it felt as though someone had slammed me into a wall, and I was completely unable to think, move, breathe, or even function. I was completely paralyzed. Let me read you the beginning of this letter. Dear Rich, we hope this letter finds you well. This isn't a letter that's written very often, so bear with us as we try to explain everything. Our names, they give both their names, I'll hold that out for now. We believe you might be our sperm donor. We recently met and connected using Ancestry.com and discovered our relationship. Upon digging further down the family line and using the little information we have about you off of a sheet of paper with your height, birthday, blood type, etc., we think you might be our guy. The letter goes on to talk about each of the girls, a little about their backgrounds and growing up. Although their stories certainly added up, and yes, I put myself through college, giving those less fortunate the ability to have children, I wasn't going to rush things until I could be absolutely sure I was their guy. So a couple of years ago, I submitted my DNA to 23andMe and didn't have any hits from that DNA database. So immediately after receiving this letter, I went and ordered the Ancestry.com kit and waited for the results. A couple weeks ago, they came back and confirmed that the three of us had a parent-child connection. Talk about a game changer. Although I'd always wondered, what if there's someone out there? I never would have thought this would be happening. I could not be more excited about this new chapter in my life and where it may lead. Y'all get to follow the development of these new relationships through my social media, but I wanted to make an official announcement now that it is confirmed. I have two biological daughters, one 27 and the other 25, both college graduates who I couldn't be prouder of. I've had the blessed opportunity to meet one of them and plan to travel in October to meet the other and her family. So stay tuned over the coming months for more pictures and stories of BioDad. Thanks.